What's going on, guys? Super Savage 789 here, bringing you guys another video. And today, like I promised, we're doing What If Future Trunks Went Too Far Back, episode 3. Now, if you need a quick summary and don't have time to go to the original 2, I'll give you a quick recap. However, you should still go watch them, as they're pretty cool. A glitch in the time machine sent Future Trunks back to the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai, where he stopped Krillin from getting killed by Tambourine. Thinking that King Piccolo is Piccolo Jr., he keeps Piccolo alive, and so we get no Piccolo Jr. The build-up to the Saiyans goes about the same, with Goku and Gohan training under King Kai, and Future Trunks training all humans. That's when another Saiyan arrives. It's Turles. Now, I know that it might seem like a plot hole, and how could they have a completely new Saiyan? But my logic is they went to a different planet, and they found Turles there and they picked him up. Also in the last part, I said that it was up to you guys whether or not Nappa lived or died. Thank you, Gingerbread, I think that was your name, for coming up with, I think Nappa should die. I totally agree with you, and so that's what happened. Instead of Future Trunks intervening, Vegeta completely vaporized him. Now, Ozaru Vegeta and Ozaru Turles are terrorizing all of our Z-Fighters, who survived in this timeline due to the fact that Future Trunks has handled everything. Vegeta and Turles start banging their chest as they attack the Z-Fighters, with Future Trunks trying to intervene the best he can. He's taking King Piccolo to a safe place behind a couple rocks to make sure he doesn't die, and therefore the Dragon Balls are safe. He then rushes up to Vegeta and tells him to snap out of it and leave the planet. This is an order. Vegeta laughs. I don't take orders from Earthlings. And he bats Trunks away. Luckily, Trunks is unfazed and leaps back up, punching Vegeta to the ground, being leagues above him. That's when everyone hears a roar from behind him. It's not Turles, it's not Vegeta, no, it's Gohan. That's right, he never got his tail removed, so he became an Ozaru with the other two. Now Gohan starts attacking the other two Ozarus, doing a poor job at it, and ultimately getting battered away. However, he does a better job than he would do in canon due to the fact that he's much stronger. Yamcha's talking to Trunks, saying that they need to get out of there, otherwise they could all die. Trunks agrees with Yamcha and says that they have to go, but that's when a huge blast comes in from the side, hitting Yamcha off guard and completely obliterating him. This was before Trunks could even intervene, and it angers him. He turns as he's Turles there, grinning. Future Trunks powers up, and he yells to Turles to leave his planet or die. Turles, thinking this is a bluff, tells him to go on then, try his luck. Then, immediately, his tail is cut off, and he falls back into his Saiyan form, badly damaged yet again. Trunks places a blade over Turles' neck, and tells him to either leave, or else he'll die like Nappa. Turles, not seeing any other option, says that, okay, he'll leave. But he doesn't. He just remains there waiting for Vegeta. Vegeta had seen Trunks put Piccolo behind some rocks and knows that he must be precious. So, you guys want to hide Piccolo from me? Very well then, I guess I'll have to kill him. He opens his mouth and fires a huge blast, hitting behind the rocks and completely vaporizing the demon Namekian. Piccolo is also dead. This enrages Trunks. He lets out a huge yell, transforming to a Super Saiyan for the first time in almost 10 years. Everyone is amazed, especially Vegeta, due to the fact that he's never seen a Super Saiyan before. He is mesmerized by its golden fury. He flies upwards and raises a hand towards Vegeta, saying that he's finished, and uses the air to propel Vegeta to the ground, damaging him. His armor also comes off in massive chunks, which was, again, an impact of the air. If the air can do so much damage, imagine what he could do with a fist, Vegeta thinks, as he decides that the best bet is to escape. He opens his mouth and fires a blast at the fake moon, causing it to explode. Both Vegeta and the damaged Gohan turn back to normal, and Vegeta and Turles scram away in pods, hoping that they'll never see Trunks again. Everyone reconvenes, knowing that they've already lost two of them, especially Piccolo, as they needed him. Now that Piccolo is dead, they need to find a better way to do this. That's when Trunks gets the idea of Namek, because I think Gohan would have told him Tails and Namek, and especially because Piccolo got damaged there, and Goku turned Super Saiyan there, and Vegeta died there. So it'd be quite an eventful thing, especially for Trunks to learn about. They decide that this is the best idea and that they should all go, and so they all go back to Capsule Corp, where Bulma finds out the news about Yamcha. She is completely distraught, as even though Yamcha was a player in a turn, he was still her boyfriend, and she'd still be quite emotional about it. Trunks tells Bulma that he has a space pod that they can use, since Nappa died, and therefore no one will be using it. He flies over and carries it back carefully. Goku also gets his space pod, and the two of them are used to make a ship. Since the ship is taking up a lot of the time, Bulma tells Trunks that they'll have to put off the time machine even longer. Although this upsets him, he knows that they have to do it, and so he listens. Meanwhile, far out in space, Vegeta and Turles have healed on Frieza Planet 79, where they come across Qui. Vegeta barks at Qui that he should go jump off a lake and stuff like that, and Qui asks if he's heard from Frieza in a while. Vegeta is confused and asks what he means by this, and then Qui says that he hasn't heard from Frieza in a couple years, and the only person giving him transmissions is his brother, Cooler. And then he also reveals to Vegeta that Cooler, his armored squadron, and a couple soldiers have gone to Namek. This angers the two Saiyans, and they decide that the best bet is to go to Namek and get the Dragon Balls. Little do they know that the Z-Fighters have the same idea. Once the ship is ready, future Trunks, Tien, Gohan, Goku, Krillin, and Bulma all set off. I know Chaozu is alive, but I don't think Tien would want him to go into space, as it's quite dangerous. So, these guys all go. Bulma would go into another room, as everyone else would be training in high gravity. Their power levels are all on the screen, as are the multipliers that I've used for them. After the long trip, they arrive on Namek, where they sent Vegeta and a bunch of other strong power levels. They decide that someone should stay with Bulma, which future Trunks offers to, as he wants to protect his mother. Even though no one knows that it's his mother, he still wants to protect her. So Gohan, Goku, Krillin, and Tien all go to the Namekian village, where they see the slaughter of a bunch of Namekians. It's by Soldier, using his blade. Cooler is actually threatening the soldiers, saying that he wants a Dragon Ball, and if any of the soldiers don't find it for him, he'll kill them on the spot. The Namekians are in fear that someone could be so mean to their own soldiers, but Cooler simply says that he doesn't care, he wants the ball. Mori gives him the Dragon Ball, and is killed. That's when Gohan snaps. He leaps down and kicks Soldier, and then grabs Dende and flies out. Everyone else, of course, follows. And now, I put Cooler's Armored Squadron at these power levels due to the fact that, they're strong, and in the movie they put up against Piccolo, who fought on par with second form Frieza, so I think this is a likely estimate. Cooler orders Door to go and help out, which he nods his head to, and flies off. Vegeta and Turles decide they don't want to intervene, as everyone else is much more stronger than them, and they should go cut their losses and get the Dragon Ball. Goku tells everyone to run away, and that he'll handle it from here, which they listen to as they trust Goku. If only future Trunks was here to help out, as he could easily defeat him. His power level is skyrocketed above all of theirs. Door remarks that Goku looks like that low-class trash that named Turles, and asks if they're brothers or something. Goku says that no, he isn't brothers with Turles, but that doesn't matter. He yells Kaioken times 10 and rushes Door. Now, this will put him at a power level of 4.5 million. So, he attacks Door and bats him around easily, knocking him to the ground and using a Kamehameha to completely vaporize him. Then he meets up with everyone else. Arriving back at the cave, they tell Trunks and Bulma what has happened. Trunks is in shock. The description that they gave doesn't match Frieza at all, at least to what Gohan told him. This can't be right. His name was Cooler? No. I guess my interference has done this again. Oh no. Meanwhile, in the Namekian village, Vegeta and Turles have started killing the Namekians, not wasting any time socializing, as they don't have much time to begin with. They get the Dragon Ball and throw it into the lake, but little do they know that both of them plan to deceive the other. Their wishes? Well, I'll reveal them later on, as I want you guys to again help me out. Dende says that he can take someone to Guru's as he'll have a Dragon Ball, which they find kind, and they say that Trunks should go. Trunks doesn't really want to go, as he wants to stay with his mother and protect her at all costs, as even though she didn't die on Namek, he still doesn't know what could happen now. This, however, is completely contradicted. When Bulma yells at him to go, she'll be fine, she'll have the other four to guard her. Hearing this, Trunks says okay, but he asks if he can take Gohan along. Goku says this is okay, and so does Gohan, and the two of them go with Dende. Not wanting to risk anything, Trunks decides that you should fly there at full power. He grabs onto Dende and Gohan and starts to fly quite fast, as he's not afraid of Vegeta and Turles. That's when the two of them jump him. Trunks tells Gohan and Dende to fly away, he'll hold them off. That's when Vegeta calms him down, saying that they don't want any conflict. They ask him to teach him the Super Saiyan form, as Cooler is a big threat, and not even he'll be able to finish him. Maybe if it was Frieza, but this isn't Frieza. Trunks says no, he'll handle it on his own, but Vegeta and Turles keep saying that they need his help. Trunks simply says for them to leave, as he turns into a Super Saiyan and threatens to kill them. Both of them scoff at this and decide to fly away. Whilst flying away, both Turles and Vegeta start thinking about the Dragon Balls. Vegeta thinks that if he can get his immortality, then they won't even need a Super Saiyan, he'll easily be able to defeat Cooler. Whilst Turles believes that the Tree of Might is the only way to defeat the tyrant. Arriving at Guru's, he gives him the Dragon Ball, as he's kinda like that. He also awakens both Trunks, Dende, and Gohan's potential. This gives them a boost on screen. Combined with their power levels, I think it's safe to say that they're quite strong. Then, Trunks asks if he can bring his friends here, as they'll need it too, which Guru allows. He flies back very quickly, grabs them all, and takes them there, leaving Bulma shocked. Tien, Krillin, and Goku are also in shock, as Trunks explains the situation, and the three of them also get their power levels, well, their potentials unlocked, but it's their power levels that rise. This then puts their power levels at this number right here. Now I'm going to leave it here. Let me know down below if you want, whose wish do you want to come true? Do you want Turles, Vegeta's, or do you want a different wish completely? Let me know down in the comments down below. Also, if you want a what if that you want me to do, let me know down in the comments and I'll do it. I have a list of what ifs I want to do, but after I run out of them, I'll do your what if. Well, I might take some directive liberties, as I have an idea with one of them. You know who you are, you're the one who suggested it last episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think will happen next episode. Comment down below what you want to happen next episode. But yeah, guys, bye!